You know, Mother, you've really got your hands full these days, haven't you? Not only is it hard to make the old family food budget stretch far enough, but you also have to be mighty careful that you spend your ration points as wisely as possible. Well, if you're worried that the food you serve your family might not supply them with enough B vitamins, those vitamins so important for resistance to fatigue and for healthy nerves, here's an easy, economical solution to your problem. Just give each member of your family a single one-a-day brand vitamin B complex tablet each day. Just do this and you'll have the peace of mind that comes with knowing that your family will be getting their full minimum daily requirements of all the B vitamins whose requirements have been established. And the cost, surprisingly low. Because, you see, a single high-potency one-a-day B complex tablet does the job of 3 or 4 lower-potency vitamin tablets. So you can hardly afford to run the risk of a B vitamin deficiency and its consequences, can you? You better ask your druggist for one-a-day brand vitamin B complex tablets right away and give each member of your family a single tablet daily. Remember, the brand with the big 1 on the package is the one to buy. And now, let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, ever since Abner, posing as a fortune teller, predicted to Sister Simpson and Widow Abernathy that a man, probably Lum, would propose to them, each one of those worthy women has been doing her best to draw forth this proposal from the bashful Lum. At any rate, they think that it's only his bashfulness that's holding him back. Last night, Lum was forced into having supper with both of them. And today, as we look in on the little community, we find a very miserable Lum just entering the Jot-'em-Down store and library. Listen.
Yeah, morning, Lum.
Morning, Abner.
Hey, doggies, I got to thinking maybe you weren't coming down to the store today.
Just what I've been thinking, too.
Huh?
Wonder if I could fool a draft board about my age and join the Navy.
Join the Navy?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'd be willing to start in as a private. Junior grade, even.
Now, Lum, you're way yonder too old for that, and you know it. They wouldn't take you in the Navy.
No, I reckon not.
Of course not.
Wish I could go away somewhere, so.
Go away.
Well, life just ain't worth living in this town no more. Leastways, not for me, it ain't.
Oh, you mean on account of Sister Simpson and the Widow Abernathy?
Abner, don't mention them 2 names in my presence again, especially when I'm here. Do you understand?
Oh, yeah, excuse me.
From now on, them 2 names are verbotens.
Huh?
Verbotens. That means don't say 'em or you'll get a whop on the head. That's what they mean.
Oh.
Now, let's sit down here and me and you'll have a war-saving staff meeting. We ain't had one yet this week.
No, we ain't. What's a meeting going to be about, Lum?
About selling bonds, natural.
Yeah.
We went 2 days here without hardly even selling a stamp. So we got to get some new ideas to keep the campaign running.
You don't think that fortune-telling idea's working no longer, huh?
No, we done used that up. It was all right for a while.
Yeah.
You've told might now everybody's fortune in town.
Yeah, might not, yeah.
Besides, I don't want to take no more chances on you doing any more damage with that.
Damage?
Yeah, you've got me into all the trouble I can stand. You and your mystical predictions. Making them think I was going to propose to them.
Well, now, Lum, I just told Sister Simpson...
I get mad every time I think about it.
Well, I just told them, Lum, them verb openers or whatever they call them.
Just hush up. We ain't talking about that no more.
Oh.
It's a closed subject. Open and shut case. It's done, finished, ended, and concluded. Terminated.
Huh?
Now, concentrate on some ideas for the campaign.
Oh, yeah, let's see. Ideas. Let me see.
Maybe we ought to study up some kind of a contest.
Contest?
Yeah, something where folks will have to buy a bond before they can get in it. Or before they can vote for something. Somebody like that.
Well, it's just about time to vote on election of the officers at the lodge.
No, I don't mean nothing like that. Besides, this has got to be something that the whole town can get in on.
Oh.
Something everybody's awful interested in.
Yeah, let's see. Contest. Whole town interested. Let me think.
Think hard.
Well, I am. Leastways, I'm trying to.
Well, close your eyes if you want to, like I'm doing.
Oh, sure, yeah. I'll see if that helps any, yeah.
Got anything yet?
No change. It's just a little darker in here than it was, about all.
Nothing's coming to me neither. County judge always squints his eyes up whenever he's studying.
Yeah, I saw him do that.
Yeah. I might have to get me a new co-chairman.
Well, now, Lum, it takes me a little time to get my ignorance to working good here.
Yeah, I guess it does.
Can't just think of stuff all at once.
I reckon I oughtn't expect you to be as quick on this stuff as I am anyway. Never was much of a feller for ideas.
Well, I get a few ideas now. Once in a while, I believe.
No good uns, though.
Huh?
You ain't what you'd call a lectural type, you know that.
Well, no. I'm generally so busy thinking of other stuff, but I just don't have much time to think.
That's just about what your trouble is.
Yeah, that's it.
We should come through with something for this, though. It's important.
Yeah, say, Lum,
Yeah?
what happened at the supper last night with the widow and Sister Simpson? Well, you know who.
Oh. There's something else we ain't talking about.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That was the worst one evening I ever spent in my whole life. And I've spent some awful miserable ones, too.
Well, did they make sheep eyes and giggle at you and all that stuff?
Oh, it was worse than that, Abner.
It was.
Kept calling me, you silly boy. You bashful thing.
Well.
Stuff like that. Then they straightened my necktie. Tell me I need a woman to take care of me because I'm so helpless.
Did you wear a necktie over there?
Oh, yeah. I figured I was going to be miserable during the evening anyways. May as well wear a necktie, too.
Yeah.
First one of them would tie it a little tighter, and then the other one think she'd have to outdo the other one, so she'd tie it a little tighter. Finally, I had it tied to where I might not choke to death.
Well, I do know.
Red in the face, my tongue lolling out. My face got right blue.
Well, the land sake.
Well, it weren't no laughing matter. And I can hardly stand to even think about it. Both of them was feared I was going to be alone with the other one for 2 seconds, so I had both of them hanging on me and leaning on me the whole time I was over there.
Well,
How I ever stood up under ordeals like that, I'll never know.
well, the victuals was good, though, weren't they?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
Well, didn't you eat none of them? I hear they's even going to have meat for the supper.
Oh, they had meat, all right. You know what happened?
How?
Quick as we sat down at the supper table, Sister Simpson moved her chair so she'd be a little closer to where I was sitting. So then the widow moved her chair closer to me. And so Sister Simpson had to move closer than that and kept that up till they had me squeezed in twixt them so tight I couldn't hardly breathe.
Doggies, I'd left her so there.
Abner, stop that laughing. You don't realize what misery I was going through. That great big table in there and all three of us huddled up together looked like a setting hen with a bunch of baby chicks. I had my arms pinned down to where I couldn't raise my fork up to my mouth, or my knife either.
Doggies, that must have been a sight.
Abner, I told you to stop laughing.
I ain't laughing. I'm just coughing. I got something stuck in my throat.
Peculiar sounding cough, that's all I gotta say.
Oh, I'm the peculiar sounding cougher there in Pine Ridge.
Abner, there's just one thing you gotta promise me, and that is don't tell nobody else about this mix-up twixt Sister Simpson and the widow.
Oh, I ain't told a soul about it, Lum.
If
Nobody.
the folks ever heard about this, I'd be the laughing stocks of this whole town.
Yeah, well, I won't give it away. I won't.
I see that you don't, too.
No.
Yeah, now let's get back on our war savings meeting. We got to do something big here because we're behind on our quota, I think.
Yeah, well, let's see now. Contest items. Let me think.
Yeah, study hard.
Yeah, let's see.
Wonderful world.
Oh, well, howdy, Cedric.
Oh, howdy, Mr. Abner. Howdy, Mr. Lum.
Better not
Cedric.
interrupt us, Cedric. We're having a meeting now.
Oh, good. I thought maybe you was busy.
Well, we are busy.
Say, Mr. Lum, which one of them are you going to marry?
Huh?
What are you talking about, Cedric?
About you sparking at the widder and Sister Simpson. I'm betting on the widder.
Uh-oh.
Just a minute here. Whereabouts did you hear about that, Cedric?
Oh, I heard Mama and Papa talking about it at the breakfast table this morning. They heard it from Miss Bates, and Miss Barton told her about it.
Oh, my goodness.
Mama says she's glad to hear you're finally going to get hitched and settled down.
Cedric, you better not talk no more
And
now.
Papa, he says you ought to choose the widder, but Mama says Sister Simpson would make you the best woman, she says.
Cedric, just be quiet now. Forget
Papa
about
says
it.
Sister Simpson talk arm off of you.
Oh, my.
They got in an awful big argument over it, boy. I thought they was going to separate one another.
Now, that's enough now, Cedric. Just be quiet now.
Granny's Abner, now I know I'm going to join the Navy.
Well, now, Lum, maybe everybody ain't found out about it yet.
Well, they will, though. Just give them time.
Oh, they might not.
Ain't no one thing this town loves to do better than sit around and gossip.
Yeah, well, I don't believe they're going to gossip about this.
Just somebody else.
Oh, yeah.
Well, howdy.
Well, howdy, Grandpa.
Yeah, congratulations, Lum.
Oh, my.
Proud to hear you're finally going to take the fatal step. Of course, you're going to have an awful hard time making up your mind twixt them two, I'll say that for you.
Grandpap, how about a game of checkers?
Oh, we can play that pigeon-toed game some other time, Abner. I got to give Lum some advice right now.
Well, I wouldn't do that now, Grandpap.
I don't need no advice from you or nobody else, Grandpap.
No.
Yes, you do, Lum. I don't want to see you make a mistake. Now, Charity says the widow's the one for you, but them wild young'uns of hers would drive you plumb stark raving mad crazy. Now, take Sister Simpson, Lum. Charlie Redfield agrees with me on that, too. You can just ask him.
Charlie Redfield, does he know about this, too?
Oh, yeah, sure. Everybody's discussing it.
Oh, my.
Every which way you go, that's all you hear. Which one is Lum going to choose?
Hey, Lum, wait a minute, Lum, come back here now. Don't go out in the feed room, Lum. Come
I'm
on
going
back.
out the back way, and I'm going home and hide.
Huh?
If anybody asks for me, tell them I'm somewhere in the Pacific.
Well, wait a minute now, Lum. Don't leave. Lum! Hey, Lum!
He's leaving, Mr. Abner.
Oh, I know he is.
Yeah, he's leaving, Abner. Fact is, he's left.
I can see that with my own eyes, Grandpap.
Your telephone's ringing, too, Mr. Abner.
I can see that, too, Cedric. I ain't blind. What you think's wrong with me? Hello, John, I'm down store and library talking. Yeah, what is it, Ulysses? Huh? You want to do what?
What the slum's all fired upset about, Abner?
Well, we ain't
excuse me, I forgot
holding
you
no
talking
election. Wait a minute,
He's up mad about
Ulysses.
something. Just
All right,
hold
Dogie,
on.
you just give me an idea there.
Bad humor with you.
Yes, sir, you sure did.
Yeah, I must have said something.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, I'll explain it to you later, Ulysses. It's a good or no. Goodbye. I believe I got it, Grandpap. I sure have.
Got what, Abner?
Why, this is just what old Lum was looking for. The whole town can get in on it. Everybody will be interested.
What in the world are you talking about, Abner?
Grandpap, you can print pretty good, can't you?
Oh, I don't like to brag on myself, but I can do it about as good as anybody I ever seen, I reckon.
Well, Doggy's good for you. You're working for the Pine Ridge War Saving Staff starting right now. Cedric, you can help him, too.
Oh, good. Am I on the committee, too?
Yes, sir. Hurry up, Grandpap. Now start printing up a great big sign. Doggy, I reckon Ulysses ought to get the credit for this.
Big sign, huh?
Yeah, I never would have thought of this idea if he hadn't called up and said he was putting his vote on Sister Simpson.
Abner, simmer down and tell me what you wanted printed on the sign.
Yeah. Well, now, across the top there, put, help Lum make up his mind. And then underneath, write, buy a war bond and vote for your favorite, Ms. Simpson or Ms. Abernathy. Doggies, we'll just elect old Lum a wife. And I know he'll like this idea, because he was the one that wanted to get up a contest.
Well, Abner certainly demonstrated that he was a man of ideas that time, didn't he? And, folks, here's another kind of demonstration that can mean a lot to you if a tense, overbusy day at work leaves you feeling headachy and upset. First, I take a glass of water, and into it I drop an Alka-Seltzer tablet or two like this. Listen to it fizz. And there you have a glass of sparkling, refreshing Alka-Seltzer ready to go to work fast to ease your discomfort. Remember that when a dull headache or a touch of acid indigestion plagues you. Now, you can fix yourself a glass of Alka-Seltzer at home after getting a 30 or 60-cent size package of these modern effervescent tablets from your druggist, or any druggist will gladly serve you a glass of Alka-Seltzer at his soda fountain.